Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important example related to custom pipe, where we will create one pipe in order to convert the distance from one unit to another. For example, from kilometers to meters, millimeters. So these type of conversion we will do with the help of Angular custom pipe. Okay. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic and to implement the required logic in your program. Okay, because for now we are just mainly focusing on how to use custom pipe to convert the distance. Okay, alright, so let's get started. The first page you can see here is the HTML file app.component.html. Here I will put one more heading. One heading is showing Angular 19 goes by Sharmit, and then we will add another heading which is H2, and in this heading we will write Angular, or maybe we can write custom pipe to convert distance from km to mi in Angular. Okay, so we just mentioned the title of the session, like what we are going to do in this session. Now from this title, one thing is sure, that we need one custom pipe, right? And we all know that there is a command that we can run to create the custom pipe. Now that command is ng, which is for Angular, g generate p pipe, then folder name, let's say I want to create it in a my pipe folder. So here I will write my pipe slash, and then the name of the like after my pipe we will use the name of the pipe. So here I will give it a name dist convert. Okay, dist convert, just to represent that it is a distance converter, or maybe you can write dist converter. Perfect. Now press enter. So once you press enter, it will take few seconds and it will show you both the files that are created in my pipe folder. Now you can see here in this my pipe folder we have two files. Let's verify that. One is distconverter.pipe.spec.ts. We are not going to touch this because this is something that we will maybe use in the later go, but for now we are not going to touch it. Second pipe is distconverter.pipe.ts, and this file is mainly used to write the entire logic that we want to implement in our application. Okay, so I think now we are good with the pipe creation, because with just one command we created the both files, and now we will write the logic. But before writing the logic, it should be registered, right? Now to register this file, what we will do, we will simply go to app.component.ts file. Here in this ts file we have to register it. Now to register, always make sure to use this name. Sometimes people pick this name, but this is not the right way. Okay, you have to pick that name which is the name of the file, dist converter pipe. Okay, so let's go to app.component.ts file. Here in import section we will simply write here dist converter pipe, and then press enter. So after you press enter, it will automatically add this line in your code, that is dist converter pipe from my pipe distconverter.pipe file. Okay, so with this line we have successfully registered the pipe into app.component.ts file. Now once pipe registration is completed, now we will write the logic. But before writing the logic, let's try to understand the requirement first, because once requirement is clear, then I think you will be able to convert the values in a better way. Okay, so let's go to app.component.html file. Here I will put some sample data. So let me put one comment over here. So this is the comment, and in this comment what I'll do, I'll simply write the requirement, like what we are going to do here. So like we will receive the value in km or in mi, depends on the situation. Like sometime you might use it in a kilometers, sometime in a miles. Okay, and then that value we will use to convert the value. Let me show you, just a minute. So what it will do, it will convert the distance from kilometers to miles, not meters, it's mile. Okay, so it will just simply convert your let me write it. It will convert kilometers to miles. Okay, and then you will find the output in the miles. Now to implement this thing, what you need to do, you have to write logic in the dist converter.pipe.ts. so simply go here and just remove this logic. Okay, so why we are removing it? Because this is the default thing and we don't want to go over the default thing. We can create our own as per the proper naming standard. That's why I'm clearing it. And after clearing it, you have to write the variable name. So first variable name which I will give here is original distance. Okay, this is the thing. Then you can put colon, and after a colon you will write the type as number, then comma, then 2. Now what is this 2? It will tell the Angular that you have to pick either km or, for or we will use single pipe, mi, that is miles. So these are the things that we are supposed to accept with this transform function, not any other value we can accept. Okay, then you can write here equal, and then you can write km, which is for kilometers, which means if user is not providing any of the value, then by default it will consider it as a kilometer. Okay, and now the input thing is clear, like what we are going to receive with this method or this pipe. Now what we are going to return, obviously like we are going to return the number itself, right? So let's change it to number, because now we are sure that we are going to return number. And remember one thing, these all things are in case sensitive. So if you are writing something with a small case, it should be in the small case only. If you are writing something with a capital letters, it should be in the capital letters only, otherwise it won't work. Okay, alright. Now what next we are going to do here, we will simply check the conditions. Okay, because before writing the logic it should check the condition. So write here if 2 is nothing but the value that we are receiving, right? If 2 is mi, that is miles, then in that case we will return the value with some calculation, and the calculation would be like this: original distance into 0.621371. Okay, then you can put a semicolon. After that you have to write return. So what basically it will do, let me remove this written part, otherwise you will get confused. So what it will do, it will check if the 2 is the second parameter, that is an optional parameter. Why optional? Because if you are not providing it, it will come with a km, that is kilometers. So it will check if it is mile, then return the original distance into and this value 0.621371. Clear? And then what we will do, we will simply return this value, return, and here we will divide it, original distance slash 0.621371. Okay, logic wise, yes, you can modify the logic. Maybe if there is any other requirement for you, you can accordingly define the thing. That is not a problem. You can do the thing as per your requirement, but overall we have to write the logic in this way only. Okay, and I think one error it is showing. Let me see what could be the issue, because we have provided everything as per the expectation. Firstly we define the variable, that is fine, its type is number, then comma, after a comma we use 2 with semicolon, then we define km, then pipe mi equal kilometers, then number, and then we have curly braces. Then we check if 2 equal mi, oh sorry, in case of equal we have to write 3 equals, okay, otherwise it won't work. And now you can save it. So here we are checking 2 equal mi, that is miles, then we are returning original distance into 0.6231. Yeah, this is fine. Then we are again return original distance slash then we have value. Not sure why it is throwing the error, because it should work now. Okay, let's see. Let's try to run the application first, and then we will see what is the error. ng serve --- open, enter, wait for a few seconds. Maybe we forget to we forgot to add one curly braces, right? We have only one curly braces, but it is started to. Let me add it. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so sometime like when you run the application, it will show you the error in the bottom here also itself, and but somehow we find out that we missed the curly braces, so I just simply added it here. Okay, now just quickly run the application so that we can see the output. So here I will add p distance converted value, distance conversion using custom pipe, and then we use double curly braces. Here I will put the value, whatever value you want to convert, let's say 5, then pipe, and then the name of the converter. Let's save it. After a save, you will see that Angular 19 course by Tech Sharmit is the main heading. Then we have custom pipe to convert distance from kilometers to miles in Angular, and miles to kilometer also, because if you right now what is the output, 8.0 something, right? And as I mentioned, like this is an optional parameter, so you can also provide mi here. So now you can see it is coming as 3.106855. okay, so distance conversion using custom pipe. So basically it is converting the values from one unit to another. Okay, so I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.